could we talk very briefly about the 12 major tissue salts? I did a quick podcast, a long podcast with Steve Falcon the other day, and I watched the one that you did with Bear Lando and Steve and yourself and Dawn. And that was really very interesting and has been amazing for me and the people around me to get such a big jump health-wise and energy-wise just by paying attention to that.
Yeah, and I mean, we're getting into like a biochemistry awareness, but ultimately it's coming down to the battery electrical system that we are. And when you know that we're run like battery and that we're run like the water communicating its electrical mesh is how things happen instantaneously, right?
Yeah.
Meaning the things we're thinking or say nerve impulses are really water impulses of electrical nature, and how that interplays with light. And if you understand, now electricity and its relationship to water, its relationship to somnoluminescence
Yep.
and the word
Mm-hmm.
and vibration, it all starts to come together where you're like, now the tissue salts play a biochemical role for the electrical aspect, to like a spark plug aspect, to keep the system electrically moving forward and alive.
Mm-hmm.
And why is it in every single cell of our body? Why are these 12 salts found? Well, because they're essential.
Mm-hmm.
The body needs to produce them and use them to move electrons and whatever we're calling that. Because we
Yep.
don't have the language we don't.
No.
These concepts are not even fully accurate to how we're describing it, but we're using the best language we can to do so.
Yeah.
And as new biology, continues to evolve, we will have better ways of explaining packets of light.
Yeah.
Maybe we're using biophotons right now.
Yeah.
Maybe later it'll be a different way of explaining it, but
Mm-hmm.
we are photonic light, we are electrical energy, and it without water and without the minerals that help to transmit that, where we wouldn't be breathing and living and
Yeah.
being able to pull in the electrical energy from the ether as well. When we learn to ground, we know about grounding.
Yep.
As we're electrical, we build up static.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we need to ground.
Mm-hmm.
Once we tune our minds into where electricity and water is life, a lot of things change the way you see the world.
Yeah.
And the tissue salts are like a huge part of this. It's why we eat food, why we have food, or for some of these inputs. Eventually, we could probably get them from different types of breath work or different types of. I think we used to breathe things like pollen. We used to get just naturally from the air.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost that. We've lost that capability. Then we had to go into eating food and digesting food so that we could actually get the energy we need.
Yeah.
But we still have these redundant systems that we can employ using all kinds of various vibrational methods and tuning in methods to really. But yeah, tissue salts, I usually take my astrological tissue salts and the melange, which are all of them, once a month. I do a course each month to just make sure that they're present. Same thing with my daughter.